What's going on, guys? This is Rome coming at you. So I decided to make this its own video just because, like, I mean, this is crazy. Like, I literally made it to Masters in the craziest way possible. It was hilarious. Like, I mean, I stone cold stunned my way all the way through the meta, made it to Masters 5, and one thing I wanted to say, like, my honorable mention here, like, I only lost one game on the second half, and it was so stupid, you're gonna laugh. So I ended up playing, I ended up going first, I ended up drawing into a water barrier statue, and guess what the opponent's playing? Tearlaman. I was like, oh, of course. I was like, whatever. He gets that one. I quit like midway through, finished now, and like I was able to pull it off. So without further ado, let's get into it. I literally 5 games. All it took for me to beat them was 5 games. It was insane. So yeah, literally tear limit. That was funny. I was like unbelievable. I was like the odds. I was like this is hilarious. But I kept a good attitude and I felt confident going through because I kept winning and that one was just a bad break. So let's continue here. So this one I ended up just getting barrier, moon shield, and this is not the tier limit game because that's like literally how I started this game and I just got I was like, well, shit. So no, this is not tier limit. So I get 2 Fossil Dynas, and then I also was able to get the Morganite off, so I was able to summon twice. So now I have like a retarded board, but he had an evenly, and guess what? Got the Judgment. Fuck you. So now I'm in the driver's seat here. Chances are for him to get another evenly is rather slim. Get to draw 2. I get another barrier statue. Attack as much as possible. One more turn. I'm sure that that's kind of what happens at the end of this. He probably draws, doesn't like his card, and he calls it. So yes, now, yep, literally 1 of 5. This is 2. I mean, this is literally the countdown. This is the countdown to Masters. This shit is crazy. And now, okay, so Nadir Servant, of course, always gotta ash that. He throws Maxi, doesn't matter. Clockwork Knight, get Barrier Statue with a Crackdown and a Solemn. Figured that should hopefully be enough to make it through, but that is, this game was like pulling teeth. This one was a challenge. This is like the start of my climb. So I immediately, so the thing with Fluanderies, if you guys don't know, is that Fluanderies, like, they normal summon, so this is actually a really garbage matchup for me. And anytime I see a single monster, I have to, like, try to get it off the field, so I negated and dropped it. And now I'm just trying to play through this. But now I miss one crucial thing, like an idiot, and I forgot because I don't play Fluanderies enough. So I'm going to show you what happens, and I'm going to explain it because I was a little upset about this. So now he gets Ravina, and I was like, okay, whatever. So like my plan here simply is to try to crack down his what is the monster? Like the boss monster, and not Empen. Is it Empen? Yes, it's Empen. So I was gonna crack down the Empen. The minute Empen gets summoned, and then that would have assured me victory. But this guy had other plans. I was kind of pissed about it. So this bullshit card, the way that it works is that you can actually tribute a monster on their side and one card. Not even a monster, a card. Missed that crucial point, so I ended up losing my crackdown, and that really messed me up badly. So now to continue to play this, I like I told you, I somehow, like, that was a big mistake, and I was still somehow able to recover from it. So now, I think, like, legit, actually, the reason why is Clockwork Knight. That's literally plain and simple, because he can only attack over one monster. These guys can't. So what I try to do here is I throw a Solemn down, and then I summon Fluanderies, and then I take out the other 2 monsters here, attack and attack. And then now he's down pretty bad. So I'm sort of in the driver's seat, but he still has the advantage right now because he has, like, I mean, he literally could just keep beating me, and he definitely keeps doing that. So, I just keep drawing and praying. That's all I keep doing. So evenly doesn't apply, it's trash. I go into defense mode. He attacks me again. Draw more bullshit, I think. It takes me quite a few draws to get what I need. So I get Solemn Strike. I still place it down, I think. No, I don't. I don't even place it down because there's nothing. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Alright, so he attacks me again. So the reason why I'm analyzing the board now makes sense. So, Solemn Warning. So I know that this card has no monster effects to activate. Solemn Warning. I know for a fact if they summon and put a card down, then I can just use the Solemn. So I was just kind of, I was trying to leverage between setting up a board that I could possibly evenly match and try to get him to banish some cards. So I didn't want to set Solemn, so I kind of just laid on the Solemn Warning to try to like kind of gauge if it's worth it to evenly match him or not. It doesn't end up happening, but I still was trying to angle for it in case. So yeah, once I got the Dogmatica, that's when I doubled down and said, ah, whatever, evenly's trashed anyway, and then now I'm going to try to set up a back row to maybe steal victory. Sure enough, I get that Dogmatica off, knock the Fluanderies out, and then with my Entis, I elect to go after the field spell because well actually wait, there is oh, that's what I did. Okay, sorry, I skipped a step. So like he ended up pulling Eglin, and Eglin was actually going to start doing bullshit, so I actually soul him that really quick to get that off the field. So I'm really low on life points, but I feel like he's running out of resources here. Then I use Ventus to take out this field spell. He tried to sneak one play in between the the chain links, and I try to like stop that from happening. So now he goes triple tactics. He gets Pot of Prosperity. So that to me tells me he doesn't have any cards and he needs more resources. So luckily I draw the Solemn Judgment, put it down. So now I knew come next turn he's going to use this, and I was going to Solemn him. Thank God Solemn is only half life points because I have absolutely no life points right now. Look at this. This is another funny ass interaction. So he tried to max Z to win, but it didn't matter because I had Clockwork Knight. So he literally, like, oh man, Clockwork Knight was literally the MVP of this game. It was so crazy. So now I get Crackdown, which is hilarious. So now I'm trying to figure out, like, I needed to use oh, for this. I cracked down. Look at that. He would have won if I didn't have Crackdown, and I pulled him with Crackdown. He probably was fuming. We're at 17 turns right now. I get the Barrier Statue of Torrent, smack him once. Yo, freaking Crackdown and Clockwork Knight, MVPs of the game. I don't know how I was able to pull this off. So now he has this card, whatever he sets face down. Now I have Solemn Warning. I don't think yeah, so I didn't use the Solemn because I wanted to keep the spot open in case I needed to drop like a spell or something. And this Fossil Dyna is useless because all these monsters are normal summon, not special, thankfully for both me and this person here. Because all our stuff is normal summons. Now, I get Ecclesia, and that was the decider. So I get Dogmatica, set Dogmatica, attack just in case, and then that was game. That one literally had me splitting hairs, but I was able to pull it off after 21 turns. It was so hard. That was like probably the most challenging match out of all of them. I mean, not to say the other ones weren't challenging, but that one was just like grueling, barn burner, like just impossible. Like that one really tested my mettle. So now this one, going second. So reinforcement of the army. Now this is a Rescue Ace deck. He's able to set up his entire Rescue Ace board at just like 1,000 cards. You're gonna see. Very ugly board, but luckily there was no trap negate. So that the MVP of this game evenly matched without question. Cause so now alert, he goes, sets everything up, got 5 cards. Like he's looking extremely ugly right now. I throw the Morganite. I throw the Evenly. Gets all of his cards down. Now, I had an option here. So I was actually gonna get Dogmatica. So let me step back. So I had two choices. Like one choice was either use Jogan. So sorry, let me start back further because like as I'm playing this game, like plays just keep going. So my first play here was to try to get Dogmatica to pull another Dogmatica trap card, so that way I had one card in fodder to use Jogan. Once he used his Ash to stop it, at this point, I had two choices. I had either, you know, use Jogan to take one of these or one of these cards away to get this card out, or I put them down and just pray for next turn that I'm able to kind of, work my way around and play around these two traps. I elected to go with the two traps, but that, either way might have worked, but I think this was the best possible play here. But it was just complicated because, like, adding Ecclesia, I was trying to draw one more, like, additional card to, not to kind of get it for free. And then now like, his Ash forced me to make a decision, and this was the decision I went with. So he summons a card. Yeah, literally. He summoned the card. I used the Solemn Warning, and then he just ended up quitting. I didn't even get to the Dogmatica Punishment yet. So that was that one. So I guess correctly. That was a good judgment call. So again, going second, this one was crazy. This was a very crazy match. Like I was able to play through this. I was able to play through this. Obviously this is Branded Despia with nonsense. I was able to somehow play around Mirror Jade. And you're gonna see how. So he sets Mirror Jade. He had Albion, threw that shit away. Got Lubellion, and Brandon lost, and Branded Banishment. So now obviously, I knew Evenly was in play here because he didn't have any kind of negate. So I potted Duality just to see what I pull here, to see what I can kind of gather. I go with Solemn Warning just to get a Solemn card. Evenly everything out. Now I go Inspector Border. Kind of pissed off, he just throws them away. I was like, well, I guess I'll go F myself then. So now he says one card here. Well, two cards now, but now this is going to F him, and you're going to find out how in like 2 seconds. So, I have Dogmatica. So I immediately use that to knock this out. After I knock this card out, then guess what Entis does? Well, bam! Get rid of bullshit Mirror Jade. And the cool thing is it doesn't matter, right? Because now Mirror Jade's in the graveyard, and I have no monsters, so that was just straight up free. So now I get Barrier Statue, and then I get Moon Mirror Shield, and then that was game. Like, literally, like, it worked out so well that I didn't have any monsters, because then there was really nothing, like, it just ended up working out. And that guy was a Masters player, by the way. Like, I literally had to face a Masters player, not even for my promotion. I was like, oh, this is going to be tough. And, like, I was able to play through it. Like, I lucked out big time. Now this one is going to be even better. You're going to love this one. So I go first. I get Morganite. Proud of Prosperity. No interruptions. So now out of all of these, I elected to go Ecclesia, so that way I could set up a Dogmatica. Or, a Dogmatica trap, like the punishment. He Effect Veilers me, goes Magamut. And I was like, well, I guess. I was like, well, that's that. So now I get Jogan, Moon Mirror Shield, Solemn Strike. And Ecclesia. So now I waited out. So he goes super heavy. I just straight up Solemn Strike the shit out of him. He attacks my one monster. But now he only has one monster on the board. And I have Jogan that's going to literally break any card. I get Fossil Dyna. Set Solemn Warning. Smack him with Fossil Dyna. And I still have Solemn for the return. He draws. Main. Quits. Promotion game. Masters. Ron out. So, yep, and that was it. Literally, part two went way faster than part one did. I thought I was gonna be in this way longer, and I just ended up getting on a tear. I went on a streak, smacked people up, and I'm in Masters now. Seriously, now I mean, this is still so early in April. Like, this is just bonus points. Like, maybe I'll see if I can continue to climb up Masters. Figured, what the hell, I'll just keep running with the same deck, seeing where I get. Like, I mean, the barrier's broken. And it's cool because honestly, I mean, I had a bit of a personal stake in this in the sense where, like, I mean, Snake Eyes is annoying to play, man. I mean, you've seen my replays and you've seen how many decks, how many times I had to run across Snake Eyes. It's kind of satisfying being able to set up that control board, run a stun, be out scumbag this scumbag, and it worked. I mean, I was able to get through. I mean, and obviously, like, it was kind of weird that Super Heavy Samurai was the final promotion game, but it's okay. Like, the result was the same, and this is, yeah. I mean, I told you, easiest way to cheese the Masters. Like, this only took me, like, I mean, what is this, like, April? I'll even tell you well, actually, yeah, the date's right there, April 11th. So 10 days it took, and this is me, like, just doing this as a side hobby. This isn't even me grinding. So I mean, for those of you guys who have the time to grind, you would probably get it done in less than 10 days. You guys would wipe right through everything pretty quickly. So glad you guys watched this climb. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave any feedback, comments, even like how to make my deck better, so to speak, or if you have like a better idea or how to enhance things, or even what your feedback is on the deck and playing it. How does it feel? Were you able to get to Masters like I did? Let me know. Would love to hear the engagement. For now, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.